July 17th, Sigil Emoji Ritual. Why is today the calendar for the emoji the 17th? They'll give us a reason on why, as it was the birthday of the emoji man who made the website or something. But we could see these sigils of the emojis, these hieroglyph symbols, is how people now communicate. But is there a deeper meaning to these sigils? The gas pump, for example, why is it at 322? Just like the secret society of 322 Skull and Bones, which all these rituals going back to the ancient days did stuff through astrological alignments and symbolic meanings, which the symbols held certain meanings of the universe and even the rituals and so much more. So for today, July 17th, pretty interesting that the calendar points to this day. Is it an important day? In this book I'm reading called The Secret Teachings of All Ages, written by Manly P. Hall, I believe he started it when he was around 27, the introduction ends with the importance of symbolism. Symbolism is the language of mysteries. In fact, it is the language not only of mysticism and philosophy, but of all nature. For every law and power active in universal procedure is manifested to the limited sense perception of man through the medium of the symbol. Mysteries thus choose symbolism as far more ingenious and ideal methods of preserving their transcendental knowledge. In a single figure, a symbol may both reveal and conceal. For to the wise, the subject of the symbol is obvious, while to the ignorant, the figure remains inscrutable. And we got a society of ignorant people who don't even follow the symbols. They follow the money. Or I think there is something there we'll get into here in a moment, though. But symbols, here's a great quote by Alfred Korsinski. Let me pull that up real quick. Who rules our symbols rules us. So right here is a book by Dr. Joseph P. Farrell, who goes over the sigils, and it's connected to the heavenly bodies. Teachings of St. John of Damascus speaks of guardian angels and demons echoing through specific planets and regions. They're guardian angels of certain regions or planets. Occult sigils and symbols of planets show on the lower left symbols that resemble antennas or electrical circuitry. Even the motherboard of a computer looks very similar to the way these ancient megaliths and pyramids are built. So, I mean, a lot's going on with just the symbols, what let's say on the ley lines of society, but think about society doesn't even look up from their phone anymore. Everyone looks at their phone and communicates emotionally and will be put into a tube eventually connected to their veins and to their brains, giving them certain actual emotions in the Aldous Huxley Brave New World future. On the world stage, we're seeing fires. As looking at these dates of July 17th, well, July 18th and 19th was the Great Fire of Rome. And there's always these fires that happen around these times. You can see all these different churches being set on fire, or like last year or the year before. It's always around this time during the summer solstice type rituals. And Tomorrowland, a EDM festival, is going through these fires right now. That there was a fire at the stage of this secret society, very Freemasonic symbols at this wonderland, but this great fire for the Great Fire of Rome, maybe it is partaking, because look at the audience right there. The audience has these spiritual experiences going back to the Eleusinian mystery cults. Right here's the fire going into the fire rituals, and just look at the symbolism of 2023 or this year, the all-seeing eye, but the 2023 one was the Freemasonic square and compass, which also has the ack in it, which means the king. The No King's Protest goes back to the axe of Neter. So there's so much symbolism on the world stage. But people who don't like symbolism, but they want to follow the money, maybe look at the Qatar FIFA. The FIFA thing that went on in 2022 before the Middle East war was showing the yellow ribbon and everybody circling around the yellow ribbon, all the different countries circling around the yellow ribbon. I mean, you could even see if you zoom in, oh my goodness, I'm just zooming in following the symbolism. You can just see that there is this yellow ribbon, which is connected to a symbol and deep, deep meaning all over the world. This was for South Korea, the yellow ribbon. And now we see that today with the Middle East war and the hostages to be released. But this also being the Qatar World Cup ceremony 2022, right before the Middle East war, and also now all the different funding of Trump getting the jet from Qatar, or all the schools being funded, and also the alt-right as well, taking the foreign money. So you can follow the money, I guess, but I think it's more important to follow the symbolism. And here is God, right? Morgan Freeman. I'm joking, but on the world stage, that's sort of what he represents. And the astrological alignments that we are in right now have been connected to the Great Divorce. You could listen to astrologers talk about this, how we were going to be in a great divorce. And what comes next is the Great Collapse. The Great Collapse of society is definitely on its way. Now, I think a Black Swan event will be going down here in the coming days to weeks. July 20th is a big ritualistic day to look out for, as it is the 201 day of the year. This is how we were able to accurately predict the largest outage that ever took place in world history on this date, the 201 day of the year. On July 19th, on a leap year last year, the CrowdStrike outage took place, the largest outage of world history. Anyway, please smash that like button. It's DOENUT. Much love, and God bless you.